Welcome to my insightful documentary on the topic of economics in the Quran and Sunnah. My name is Patricia Nordin, a final year student in IIUM Gombak. This is a story of exploration, learning and discovery centered around the concept of al-dain or debt in Islam. In our economics in Quran and Sunnah class, each of us was tasked with mastering a specific topic. For me, that topic was al-dain, which is the concept of debt in Islam. This journey was divided into several assessments, each designed to deepen our understanding and uncover the wisdom in Islamic teachings. Our first task was to gather Quranic verses and hadith related to debt. The purpose was to investigate the Islamic understanding of al-dain, revealing Islam's holistic approach to debt management. One verse that stood out is from Surah Al-Hadid, verse 18. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Innal musaddiqina wal musaddiqati wa aqradullaha qardan hasanan yudha'afu lahum wa lahum ajrun karim. Indeed, those men and women who give in charity and lend to Allah a good loan will have it multiplied for them, and they will have an honorable reward. This verse emphasized the values of kindness and generosity in easing the burden of debt while fostering economic empowerment. As we collected the data, we discovered numerous verses and hadith that provided guidance on debt management. These texts emphasized not only the importance of repaying debts, but also the ethical considerations involved, such as leniency towards those in financial difficulty and the prohibition of riba. Abdullah bin Amr narrated that the Messenger of Allah said, "The merciful are shown mercy by Ar-Rahman. Be merciful on the earth, and you will be shown mercy from who is above the heavens. The womb is named after Ar-Rahman, so whoever connects it, Allah connects him, and whoever severs it, Allah severs him." This principle is at the heart of Islamic debt management. Moving on to our next project, which was meta-analysis, where we conducted a bibliographic search on books and articles about al-dain. It is quite challenging, but we managed to compile 40 works of literature analyzing various aspects such as the topics covered, types of studies, and publication details. Based on this meta-analysis, the most often discussed topic is public debt and growth. This reflects a broad interest in how Islamic finance principles can be applied to manage public debt effectively and promote economic growth. The primary causes of this interest are the ongoing economic difficulties and the requirement for Sharia-compliant techniques to manage the public debt. On the other hand, interestingly, our analysis showed that IIUM, International Islamic University of Malaysia, has the highest number of published articles on these topics. This is not surprising, given IIUM's strong focus on Islamic studies and finance, the collaborative environment and an extensive database of researchers, lecturers contribute to the university's leadership in Islamic finance research. Other than that, we also conducted interviews to understand how IIUM students perceive and practice al-iqtisad. Two students from different kuliah shared their perspective. Firstly, we managed to get Nur Diani from the Kuliah of Islamic River Knowledge. She showed a deep understanding of justice, balance and welfare. While the second student, Suhail Amani from the Ahmad Ibrahim Kuliah of Law, expressed a need for better integration of this concept in her kuliah. Diani emphasized how her studies have deepened her appreciation for the principles of justice and balance in Islamic economics. She discussed how these principles are rooted in the Quran and Sunnah and how they guide her in decision of her daily life. Suhail, on the other hand, acknowledged that her exposure to al-iqtisad principles was limited. She pointed out that these concepts were not fully integrated into her law kuliah, suggesting a gap in interdisciplinary learning. Overall, both students emphasized the importance of ethical and philosophical education in understanding and applying Islamic economic principles. The study concludes that better curriculum and real-world application are both necessary for the successful integration of al-Iqtisad. This contrast between the two students underscores that the need for a more comprehensive approach to teaching Islamic economic principles across all disciplines. The final task was a critical article review. We analysed the article exploring the concept of debt from the perspective of the objectives of the Sharia by Zairani Zainul, Aini Nur Haja and Rosmaliza Abdul Rashid. This article was published in the year 2016 and it stood out for its holistic view of debt practices and ethical considerations. This article is considered as the main article as it has a holistic view on the concept of debt. We compare it to other top-rated articles, identifying strengths and weaknesses and areas for improvement, such as the inclusion of more juristic opinions and empirical data. The main article's strength lie in its alignment with the Maqasid Sharia, focusing on ethical debt management. We also examined works by other scholars such as Amin and Mian, which provided detailed legal insights and practical debt management strategies respectively. The review suggests improvements for the main articles, such as including more juristic opinions, broader regional examples, and quantitative data. It highlights the moral duties of debtors and creditors in Islamic finance, emphasizing prompt and honest repayment and empathetic creditor behavior. Conflict arises over certain debt instruments, with debates on their adherence to Sharia principles. The review concludes that articles by Zainul is a significant contribution but could be enhanced with more detailed legal analysis and empirical data. The review process was strict, but it allowed us to better understand the complexities and nuances of debt management in Islamic finance. It also emphasized the moral duties of both debtors and creditors, advocating for prompt repayment and empathetic creditor behavior. These ethical considerations are crucial for maintaining social justice and economic stability. This journey through the economics in Quran and Sunnah has been transformative. I have learned that the concept of al-Dayn is not just about financial transactions. It's also about ethical and compassionate debt management that aligns with Islamic values. The emphasis on justice, balance, and mercy in debt practices is profound and relevant in today's economic landscape. One of the most significant lessons I've learned is the importance of integrating ethical principles into all aspects of economics activity. It has taught me to approach financial matters with a sense of responsibility and empathy. I am committed to implementing these principles in my daily life, whether it's through managing personal finance or engaging in community initiatives. Understanding al-Dayn has taught me the importance of ethical behavior, compassion, and fairness in all financial dealings. This experience has not only enriched my academic knowledge, but also my personal and spiritual growth. Throughout this journey in our class, the most memorable moment for me was when my lecturer, Dr. Aslam Akbar, noticed my bike outside and worried it might be stolen. He kindly asked me to park it inside the classroom. We uploaded the video of this moment to TikTok for fun, and it unexpectedly went viral. Many people, including his former students, praised Dr. Aslam for his care and concerns, calling him the most kind-hearted and understanding lecturer. This experience has truly been the highlight of my time here, and I am incredibly grateful for the opportunity to learn from Dr. Aslam Akbar. As I reflect on this journey, I am so grateful for the valuable lessons I've learned, both academically and personally. Thank you for joining me on this memorable journey, and Assalamualaikum.